Hi guys, this is Harshmeen again, and thank you for coming and watching the video again. And I just wanted to say today I have somebody who's from New Zealand, but he is residing in Vietnam at the moment, and his name is Rimaha. We got to know each other through Facebook, and I thought it would be interesting to show you a new story in a different way. So I will introduce you to Rimaha.
Okay, my name's Rimaha. I'm a father of 3 kids. I'm a musician. We love travelling. We travelled here to Vietnam last year because of the COVID situation, and now we reside here, and we've been here for about just over a year, and we love it. We love it here. And I'm from Rotorua. My internet connection is unstable. I'm from Rotorua in New Zealand, Te Arawa tribe. And I grew up there most of my life and moved to Australia when I was about 20 and started working there. I'm driving trucks and stuff like that.
So just why did you go to Vietnam?
We were on I was travelling the world with my family, actually. We were only supposed to be here 1 month, so we started travelling around, and we were supposed to go to Turkey, Germany, go back to Europe, in the world, but obviously COVID put a stop to that.
So tell me what you do that it's easier for you to just stay anywhere you want.
My wife and I, we work online, so that helps. We do like Forex trading and a bit of network marketing. My wife's got a blog, so we've got a few things happening for us. The travel blogs, she's just starting that up again because the last year no one was traveling, so we sort of put that on the back burner for a little bit. But that's pretty much it. A few online ventures, and still always looking to expand and diversify as well.
Yeah, and what about your kids? How many kids do you have?
I have 3 kids. They're 11 and 12, and they're just going to see their mother and my 4-year-old.
And how do they study then, if you are traveling all the time?
Yeah, we unschool them, or world school them. I don't know. It's like a untraditional sort of homeschooling. It's not traditional. It's sort of out of the box, but they love it. They seem to be thriving, and whatever keeps them happy, we just try to support them, and whatever they enjoy doing, and whatever they're happy doing. So
Okay, and how did this, it doesn't happen like that. Overnight you decide I want to travel, or just like that. When did you start, and how did this story started?
So we've been traveling, my wife and I, when we've been travelers for a while, and we went to Europe, and without our kids. And we loved it there. We loved it in Spain, and we were living like a local, somewhat there, and in the middle of Madrid there. And we just had a conversation and said, look, we'd like to do this, permanently. So it took us probably 5 to 7 years. It wasn't an easy thing, especially with kids. It's a bit easier when you're single, because you don't have that responsibility of looking after 2 kids, but so that's when it started. And then my 3rd baby came, and it was still in the dream, but we had to keep holding it back. And then finally we just made the decision to buy some tickets, and off we went.
And which year did you go, and which month?
We only started last year. Beginning of 2000. This was only our 2nd country, Vietnam.
Oh, and you have been stuck there.
Yeah, we got stuck here.
Yeah, so what is the situation? Can you come back, or you want to go further? What is it like?
We can come back. We can come back to New Zealand or Australia, but we don't sort of want to. We love it here, and we just want to. Actually, we were hoping that when COVID first came, everyone was flying back to New Zealand. The government was telling us to come home. You know, you have to come home, and the prices of flights were through the roof, and we made the decision to just stay here and thought, this thing can't last more than 2 months. You know, probably like a lot of people, it's not going to last that long. Here we still are, over a year later. So, and you know, nothing seems to be really changing with travel.
And how you're liking the weather and the way of working now?
The weather over here is fine. It's beautiful. It's tropical weather, so it's nice. Yeah, always warm except for the rainy season. We got was pretty interesting actually. We got like biblical floods last wet season.
Oh wow!
So the whole towns were all flooded, and the water came up like 9 meters, and yeah, it was an interesting time. But yeah, everything was okay. We were good. So.
I was saying, how was the experience going through all the floods and those kind of situation? How did you manage?
Yeah, it was fine. We were lucky. We were staying in a place. Probably actually, we were right down in central Vietnam, and we were one of the only places in town that had a generator because we were up a bit higher, so the floods didn't. It was like a hand span house, so our driveway was flooded, you know, everything was, but it didn't actually come into our house.
Oh.
We missed out on that much. It was that much coming up. So it was interesting. It was definitely an experience. And the last one like that only happened 10 years ago, so I think my kids have learned a lot from it. And then just afterwards, you know, we went and helped the locals clean up, you know, all the stuff, all the mud and everything for about a week. So it was good. It was a good experience and sort of life, journey or something for my kids. So I myself, actually, I've never been in anything like that before. So.
And what is your business like? What exactly do you do? What is your business?
Our business, the main one we're focusing right now is Forex trading in the Forex market, global Forex trading, and yeah, a bit of network marketing as well. Those are our main source of income at the moment.
What do you think? What do you think about Forex trading?
Yeah, it's good. It's we like it actually. We love it. It pays for all our bills and you know, our food and everything. And we don't actually do the trades ourselves, so it's we're not staring at screens all day. Yeah, so we are loving it. We're loving the journey at the moment. So I can't, you know, we love it.
Yeah, because it's a dream life. You are living a dream life, traveling at the same time making money. So that's a very different scenario for others.
Definitely grateful. Yeah, we're grateful. Definitely 100% grateful.
Because I have seen people making excuses, say, "Oh, we can't I want to travel, but I can't make money." So what can you give them as an advice?
Yeah. You know, excuses. There's a book I read. You probably read it, Magic of Thinking Big, and they talk about excuse-itis. And you know, people make excuses all the time. I just think if it's what you desire and if it's really what you want to do, and you have that burning desire to do it, you just, you know, make it happen. And because you end up making excuses, and then you don't end up going because there's always another excuse, you know. It's always too much money, or I can't do it for my family, I got kids, you know, so much. I just think it's the hardest part is just taking that first step and then just going, you know. And yeah, it's a bit of a mindset thing. Yeah, it's a bit of a mindset thing. So
How does your
It's about being fierce. It was for me anyway. I had to overcome a lot of fear inside that my kids were going to end up homeless or whatever. I was making up all these scenarios in my head. That's why it took us so long to leave. But once we actually left, we had other online businesses, but they didn't work out too well. We thought they were, but they didn't. But you end up doing whatever you need to do. If say if we have to go and get a job teaching or something, we'll do that, or whatever we need to do. We're lucky we don't need to do that, but that's just my advice, is just to, if it's what you really want to do. Obviously you can't travel right now, but you can put steps into place and just make it happen, and getting over that fear of inside your head that you keep telling yourself you can't do this, you can't do that. That was a big part for myself.
And how does your day-to-day life looks like? Like how's your day goes and night goes, like that? So when you're traveling, when you are out and about.
When we are traveling, it's a bit hard. It's not hard. It's nice, but we like them for maybe 2 months, and that way we can get a bit of work done. If we're traveling like on the go constantly, you're always jumping in cars here or packing bags, and you can never really get settled, so you can't get a lot of work done. This is work-wise I'm talking about. So we like to sort of settle down for at least a couple of months, and then so we can get some stability, I suppose, and just get some work done. Otherwise, we've noticed if we keep traveling, nothing really gets done.
Yeah. And like, if you've been in Vietnam for like last 2 years or 1 year?
1 year, probably 1 year. We came here in February last year, so yeah, just over 1 year.
1 year. So how does your day-to-day life looks like in Vietnam now?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I can't complain. No. I usually get up, I'll go for a surf or something if there's some waves. Come back, my kids are waking up, I'll go to the markets, get some breakfast, get some fruit, read a book, write out some stuff, and then you try and get a little bit of work done. Actually, sometimes I get back before they're awake, so I can get a little bit of work done in between there. They wake up, we pretty much go to the beach, make some sandcastles and spend some family time, and then come back, have some lunch, and then my wife and I usually occupy my son and get them to do some more homeschooling work. Our kids, they do the homeschools and unschooling. They learn, languages or whatever they're doing. I know what they're doing, but I won't go into that right now. And and one of us will work while we look after my baby, and then one of us looks after the baby, and then afternoons pretty similar. We might usually cook here anymore because it's just easier to eat out, and it's cheap enough to eat out. And then that's pretty much our typical day, really.
Okay, and how about school kids? How do you do their schooling or unschooling we are talking about?
Yeah, well, that's interesting because it's a bit, a lot of people have their, education and schooling and stuff like that. And, I've come full circle. Like, you have to go to school and you have to get a proper education. But now I think just seeing my kids' growth from the past 3 or 4 years, it's been amazing. Their confidence and their self-esteem in themselves. And so I endorse the fact that we unschool them. So for my son, he's 13. He's 13 now, and he learns about trading and futures and share markets and investing, stuff like that. He's got a fake, well, not a fake, but like a fake. And you go in there and you can make trades, with Tesla, Apple, whatever. But he gets $1 million, fake dollars, and he can watch the charts and just get his head around that. So that's part of his unschooling. He likes music, so he produces music on his computer. He doesn't play instruments, but he produces music. So he's got like 70 tracks on SoundCloud, and he loves doing it. So we just support them in whatever they are passionate about and whatever they like to do, because it's fun and they're willing to do it, instead of trying to push them to do stuff that they don't really want to do. Obviously we teach them English, maths, the basics, but we don't go too much into trigonometry or Pythagoras theorem. We don't do a lot of that. I feel like if they want to become a mathematician or they need that skill when they're older, they'll be able to learn it. It's something they unless they're young and they want to do it, then yes, they can go and learn that. But at the moment we don't push them into that. My daughter, she's an artist. She really likes art. So it's been interesting for her, because she's with her art, like I said, we just support her in her art, and she loves doing it. And the decision, she really likes anime, so she wants to. She looked up herself. Japan was like the biggest place where people have worked for anime. So she went and researched that herself. Now she's learning Japanese, on her own back. We didn't have to force her to learn the language. She wanted to do it, and she does it every day. And it's about just, they like to do it, so they do it out of their own, just because they like it. Same as my son, he started learning Spanish. I had to hassle him a little bit about that, though, because I felt like he should. I think languages are good, learning a different language. So I was like, so I asked him if he could learn a language, and so he's learning Spanish as well. So that's pretty much what they focus on right now. They do actually. Where we are right now is amazing. That's why I think we'll stay here for quite a long time, because we're on an island at the bottom of Vietnam about a month ago, and they had no friends, so they were becoming a bit introverted, and they didn't want to go outside, and they were just staying in their rooms, and we couldn't. The older kids, my little son, he was fine. He's little. He just could be Vietnamese people, even though they don't speak the same language. But the older ones were getting a bit just staying in the rooms all day, and we didn't like it. So we so we made the decision to move. And here they got a World School Hub. A lady started it up. She's an Australian lady, started it up last year. Because of COVID. COVID happened, and she couldn't afford to pay the fees for her kids to be in private school. It was like $30,000 per kid, and she lost her business because of COVID, and she just couldn't afford. So she brought them out, and she's using that money, and she started a World School Hub here. So it's lovely here because they got friends. Got a bunch of good group of kids around them. They do stuff like woodwork, graphics and design, sewing, surfing and skating. So quite a lot of sort of elective, sort of not traditional stuff, but they enjoy it. So I think that's important. And just the social, they love having friends, so that's amazing for their confidence now, especially my daughter. So it's pretty full on actually now that we moved here, because they've always got stuff to do.
Oh, nice. And they're learning Vietnamese as well now, or you guys?
No, I'm probably the only one who's really learning Vietnamese. Me and my little son, my 4-year-old, he's like a sponge, right? But the older two, they're a bit. They're not really interested. I'm trying to get them to, because we've been here for so long. But it's mainly only me, to be honest, learning Vietnamese. But I find that it's better. See, where we are now, a lot of people speak English, so it's a bit harder. Where we were before, there's not a lot of English speaking people, so you have to sort of speak Vietnamese. So I was the only one going to the markets, and you can use sign language and that. But yeah, so I like it that way because then you're forced to try and learn the language and you get too comfortable. You get too comfortable speaking English, but I suppose it's okay.
I'm saying, some people are always working full time and getting money, but they're not happy from inside.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to know. What was your feeling during that time?
Myself, you mean? Okay. Yeah, I was the same. Like, I was just sort of going through the motions, and just working and paying my bills. But obviously, I wasn't really happy. I was happy to be able to, provide an income, but it wasn't really what I wanted to be doing, to be honest. Driving trucks, it wasn't what I'm passionate about, and it was taking a lot of my time. So, yeah, I didn't really like it, to be honest, and that's why we, I started to look elsewhere, and it was. I wouldn't say I was unhappy, but I was just, it wasn't. It wasn't what I loved to do, driving trucks and every day. So.
How did you end up starting the forex trading with this company? What kind of research did you do?
It was mainly my wife, and we done a lot of research. Actually, to begin with, we just jumped in because we liked it from the get-go, and she did, and she told. Oh no, not another network marketing. I was almost done with network marketing, to be honest.
Yep.
So I was not another one. I thought we were done with this, and then she's like, no, and we actually were coming down to low funds, so we needed something. Are you still there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry, it just came up. My connection is unstable.
No, I'm still here.
So we was she dived into it. It was a little bit of money. It was only like 300 baht. I was like, okay, it's not that much money.
Are we talking about 300 New Zealand dollars? New Zealand dollars or US dollars?
US dollars. US dollars. So about 450 New Zealand.
Oh, okay. And
and then so she done it, and then I sort of got itchy feet, what if it's a scam again? But I suppose it doesn't really matter. It's only $450, but I was a bit scarcity, so that's when we done lots and lots of research, and we're comfortable with it now. It's been 6 months, and we get paid every week, and regardless if we are not, so it's awesome. Yeah, we love it. It's my son now.
Oh, the 4-year-old. Hi.
Yeah, he's back.
So we have your son as well here now.
Son. Pardon? Sorry, he dropped out.
So he does homeschooling as well, right?
Yeah, he's just reading at the moment, learning the basics, reading, and he does like some online sort of courses called Khan Academy, just teaching him his ABCs and just basic stuff, basic math. Yeah.
And about this forex, if somebody wants to start forex trading, how would you recommend them to do? How they can get in touch, or they can work with you, or how they can start?
They can. It's pretty easy. All they do me on Facebook or Instagram or something, and me or my wife, and we just get them started if they wanted to. But it's definitely up to the individual. We don't try and push anything on anybody. yeah, that's what we love as well. So
Sweet. We can share your Facebook profile in the description in our on our YouTube channel, so that they can contact you. Is that all right?
yeah, that's fine. That's amazing. Actually, they're gonna do that. That's awesome.
So in the end, I just need 5 takeaways from Rimaha. 5 takeaways
Okay.
from you.
Do what you're passionate, your dreams, you know, and don't let excuses or anything, you know, stop you from, you know, doing what you want to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
That can be one. You know, look outside. You know, look outside the box. A lot of the time, you know, don't just think that there's only one way of like earning money. You know, or I don't think people think that now with COVID. But you know, look outside and open your eyes. Be open to different opportunities, even if they don't work out. You know, yeah, always learn to grow. Growth is part that can be number 3. I love growing. You know, always learn and grow as a person. You know, grow within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Learn new things to help yourself grow. I don't know. Read books. You know, I never used to read. Well, I'm not much of a book reader, but that's another thing I take away from network marketing, because it helped me self-develop. You know, develop on myself, and which I never had prior. I just thought I was fine, but you know, and that's what I love about network marketing. It's enabled me to look at myself and grow as a person and learn new things, and so grow. You know, read books on how you can grow your mindset, and yeah, just grow. And probably number 5 was just you know, be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you have. Even if you're in a job that you don't like, you can still be grateful. You know, you're grateful to be there to. I'm reading The Magic at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've read that book, but it's like The Secret and The Magic, and it's about being grateful for everything, you know. And I wasn't a big believer in the law of attraction and that until a couple of years ago. You know, I thought it was a bit la-di-da, but I actually believe it works. You know, it's not all about positive thinking, but positive thinking is also, you know, awesome. It's awesome, but you know, you got to take action, and you got to be grateful. So be grateful in everything that you have, you know, for the life that you have, and your kids and the house, everything. You know, I'm working on that every single day. So that's changed my life, to be grateful for everything that you have.
Nice. Thank you so much for your time, Rimaha. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me on. This has been my first sort of interview. So my wife does all the interviews, you know. So, thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this interview and taking the time.
Yeah, can you please tell my subscriber to subscribe me and like and comment?
Yeah, if you're on, subscribe to what's your channel again?
Harshmeen Kaur. Harshmeen Kaur.
Harshmeen Kaur. Yeah, subscribe, and yeah. Sorry, I've never done that before, so.
Thank you. You have a good evening.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, you have a good day, and thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye from Vietnam.
Bye-bye from New Zealand. Bye.